Hello everyone. I just want to see if I could explain this real quick on how we polish the steel trim that is around this stone tweeter. Usually, if you wanted to polish this by hand, you would have to, take out the tweeter and you would have to, hold it in your hand and polish it. So I just wanted to explain the process that we use to polish the stone tweeter. We do it by hand, but we actually put it in a machine first and then we polish it by hand. So how we do that is basically we have a machine that we built. It's like a lathe. We built a mandrel that basically screw onto the back of the tweeter. So when you put the mandrel into the chuck, none of the teeth of the chuck is actually touching the tweeter. The only thing that's touching the rear of the tweeter is the mandrel that's in the chuck. So this allows to basically have full control on how we polish and how we remove the scratches, the light scratches off the surface of this trim. So when it's in the machine, it is running or rotating at 20,000 RPMs. And yes, 20,000 RPMs is very fast. And actually, it is a bit too much for something this size in diameter. Usually, if you're running a machine at 20,000 RPMs, you want the piece that you are working with to be smaller, at least a half inch or even smaller. Quarter inch would be ideal. But since we are just polishing and facing a little bit off, facing the steel plate of the tweeter, we could run it at such a high speed. And by running, this machine and this tweeter at a high speed, it allows to have a very smooth finish, almost glass-like finish, which is very smooth, feels like glass. But at the same time, it will give you a very nice polish, a very nice looking finish. You have to have very good hands when you have an object like this that is rotating at 20,000 RPMs. You have to make sure you don't get any debris into the tweeter lens or the face shield. So you have to make sure your hands is free from that while you are removing the scratches. So what we do is we take, emery cloth and remove the light scratches that is on this metal trim. And once that is done, then we put the polish on. And we have to make sure that we don't get any polish in the lens or the face shield. So it's really a delicate process that we do. And since this thing is spinning at 20,000 RPMs at a very high rate, this allows to get really just a smooth glass-like finish on it. So as you can see, it's really nice. And again, we actually took the finish and we toned it down a little bit. We flattened the finish a little bit because we didn't want it too glossy. Because if this trim is too glossy, it would make it very difficult to take photos of it because of the reflection. It would reflect everything in the background. So this is why we kind of flatten out the finish. But at the same time, we still want to give this trim a metal look. We still want it to look like metal and not like plastic or like it's chrome plated or something. We still want to have that traditional metal or steel look to it. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to explain the process that we do to this tweeter to get it to look the way it looks. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and goodbye.